The Seals of the Altior, The Key to Magic, The Kingdom of Wizards, written by Gabriele Pratesi, translated by Salma Musafir, narrated by Ian King, and published by TekTime Publishing. A special greeting and notes from the author, Gabriele Pratesi. Dreams decide the goal. Reality traces its path. A warm and loving greeting to all our readers who have chosen to follow the fantastic adventures of the Kingdom of Wizards. The first chapter is titled The Key to Magic and is part of an ambitious project, the creation of a series of fantasy stories with the desire to free the imagination and bring the reader with the author elsewhere from this world. A world where heroes and evil, characters with powers, thirst for ambition and success, knights, errants, invincible warriors, wizards and sorcerers. A world where there are terrifying and wonderful creatures, colourful, rich and flourishing landscapes, and arid, cold lands, in which it is impossible to survive. There are many ways to start an adventurous journey that could lead to victory or defeat, to find or lose the desired object. A world where fate, fortune and gods often write the history of heroes and their antagonists. Break out the monotony of everyday routine and fly with your mind wherever there is no boredom. This is the purpose of the Kingdom of Wizards, to wrap the reader with the cloak of curiosity of the imagination, or just sitting on the couch to enjoy it. I decided to write the adventures of these supernatural characters in black and white, because I don't have the capacity to explain it to you, but it's like they're alive in my head. After reading some fantasy novels, watching movies and TV series, they would emerge in my thoughts. Often I'm not satisfied with how other authors' stories end, so I decided to write what I imagine and give the ending what I want it to be. It wasn't easy to interpret the words of my imagination, but I enjoyed it a lot. I then discovered the possibilities of self-publication, and after getting myself informed, I decided to try this path of sharing my story with the audience. And here we are. The Key to Magic is the first chapter of The Seals of the Altior. The Key to Magic. Dream of 100 years ago. Previous history. Dream of 100 years ago. Behind me was the great door to the red city of Vignis, capital of the kingdom of the magicians of the Circle of Fire. It was moving away. I had been instructed by my brother to go to the city of Hombros, the capital of the princedom of mankind, to buy some handicrafts of iron and steel. I travelled around via Auris, a thoroughbred black mantle, and my cart. My brother was older than me, and he would give me duties like these. I always believed he did it to empower me. Rather, he did it to keep me away from him and his business. I was barely 16 years old, and each month I had to face a 10-day trip. Honestly, I was happy to travel too. Life in the city was boring, and the history classes were even worse. I had reached the plateau on the southern border. From that point I could see the city in all its greatness. An echo of an explosion, followed by a cloud of black smoke, rose from the southern walls of the city. The sound of drums was keeping a rhythm to the march of an army, occupying the whole area of the Red Valley. I had never seen such a great army, nor had I read any in the history books when I had the chance to read them. I could not distinguish the colours of the banners or the coat of arms. The armour was dark green, but I didn't recognize who it belonged to. More explosions and more smoke rose from the city. I couldn't stand there and watch. I wished to come back to the city, even though I was trembling with fear and did not know what I should have done. Rather, I wished to be there with my friends, alongside my brother, to fight this enemy. The enchantment of the City of Fire had been summoned to defend the city. I could see it very well, a fiery red dome protecting the council tower and the fortified city. I couldn't help but see anything else. I tied Aureus to the roots of a tree, releasing the cart from him.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?